Hi, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here, and today's video will be covering another huge Steam sale and 10 of the best games worth buying this week, where every single game in today's list has an overall rating of very positive or better. And so with that said, let's jump into our list. Now the first game on today's list is Resident Evil Village. And this is an intense survival horror game and the 8th entry in the long-running Resident Evil series. And you'll play as Ethan Winters as he explores a mysterious village filled with monsters as he tries to search for his kidnapped daughter. And this game returns to the first-person perspective like Resident Evil 7 did, which can really make the enemy encounters a lot more intense. But it also has the option, if you get the DLC of the game, to switch to that third-person perspective that many of the modern Resident Evil titles have. It also brings back some classic RPG elements from Resident Evil 4, where you'll be able to earn money that you can use through a mysterious shopkeeper to purchase items and weapon upgrades to further enhance things like ammo capacity, power, and more. There's a variety of unique monsters and challenging puzzles scattered throughout the game. The story has a lot of twists and turns and really keeps you on the edge. And if you like survival horror games, this is one of my favorites in the series, and I definitely recommend it. The next game is Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. And this is a title that's a compilation of 4 different Shovel Knight games where you'll play as individual knights throughout the series. And they focus on being action platforming side-scrollers with more of a linear progression, where levels feature lots of hidden secrets and areas to discover as you explore the various levels. Now the main storyline of the base game focuses around the story of Shovel Knight on his quest to rescue his love, Shield Knight, from an evil enchantress. Now throughout the game, each hero plays quite different and feels like a totally new action platforming experience. And it's definitely a lot of fun mastering each character through their own individual campaign. Boss fights are really challenging, but also rewarding once you learn the patterns and can defeat them. The controls are tight and incredibly responsive. It has great level design, and if you like action platformers, I would definitely recommend it. The next game is Ori and the Blind Forest, the Definitive Edition. Now this is another charming action platforming Metroidvania where you'll play as Ori, a young guardian spirit, on a journey to save the dying forest by restoring the balance and putting a stop to the evil dark owl that's threatening the land. Now it features a gorgeous art style that really brings the world to life, as well as challenging platforming in a vast world to explore. And there's a variety of Metroidvania elements where you'll be acquiring new powers throughout your journey that can allow you to reach new areas and find additional hidden secrets and power-ups for your character throughout your quest. It also has a skill tree that you can continue to unlock to add new powers to your character, some light RPG elements, where your powers will increase over time. And it's definitely one of the best Metroidvania games in recent years, and so if you haven't picked this one up, I would recommend it. The next game is Crypt Custodian. Now this is a top-down dungeon crawler with some light Metroidvania elements, and you'll play as Pluto, a recently deceased cat, who ends up being sentenced to a lifetime of custodial duty in the afterlife. And so you'll actually need to find a way to work your way back into the Heavenly Palace and escape the eternal cleanup duty that you've been sentenced to. And so it features a fun story and cool visuals with a variety of great areas to explore and many challenging enemies to defeat along the way. Dungeons feature many hidden secrets and a lot of unique puzzles, and with those Metroidvania elements, you'll be revisiting them from time to time, but finding new hidden areas and secrets as you acquire more abilities to improve your exploration capabilities. Combat is fast-paced and action-oriented, and you'll even be able to upgrade your cleaning broom throughout the game to add more features to combat, which can assist you to take on many of the later enemies, which are a bit more challenging. If you like fun action adventure games and Metroidvania elements, I would recommend it. The next game is Dust, an Elysian Tale. Now this is an action platforming hack and slash RPG set in a fantasy world, and you'll play as Dust, a warrior that has amnesia, and you go on a quest to unravel the mystery of their lost memory. And you'll need to defeat evil forces as you protect a small village from an oncoming threat, trying to destroy it. Again, it has some light Metroidvania elements as well, and you'll eventually acquire new skills to access additional areas of the world. There's a main story arc, but also several side quests you can take on to help other villagers around town. And I think this game really stands out with its combat as it's incredibly fast paced, as you'll be jumping around the screen, taking out enemies as you hack and slash your way throughout levels. Again, if you like hack and slash style gameplay, action platformers, and some RPG elements, I'd recommend checking this game out as well. The next game is the Bard's Tale Trilogy. Now this is actually a remaster of the first 3 Bard's Tale games, which are first-person dungeon crawler RPGs. Now it definitely has a lot of old school RPG elements from the classic style of 80s RPGs, which are a bit more of a point and click first-person turn-based RPG. And as I mentioned, it is a remaster and revamp of those original titles, where they've added enhanced graphics, but also a lot of quality of life improvements. Things like a map system, detailed character descriptions so you have a better idea on how to choose classes for your party, save states, and much more. Now these games definitely have an old school feel as well as that old school challenge, so they're not really for the faint of heart. But if you want to try some challenging classic RPGs with some added quality of life features, I'd recommend checking out this trilogy as well. The next game is Tales of Arise. And this game is a fast-paced action RPG on a massive epic scale. And you'll follow several heroes as they try and free the oppressed Danon people from the evil Renan overseers after an interplanetary war that took place several hundred years ago. The story features lots of twists and turns, and I think it's a must-play just for the story alone, but the gameplay and graphics take this game to a whole nother level on top of that. Combat is almost like a fighting game meets action RPG, where characters will have a variety of arts that they can learn to unleash abilities throughout combat, and you'll map those to different buttons throughout the controller you're using. And so you'll mainly control one hero throughout combat, but you have the ability to switch between any of the others in your party on the fly, and you'll be able to create massive combos together and utilize each character's strength to take out challenging enemies. There's also a robust level up system to the game, featuring multiple skill trees and different titles that your characters can learn to unleash a variety of abilities and skills they can learn over time. And so this is really fun to unlock as well. It's a massive story with lots of different side quests, addictive gameplay, incredibly fun combat. So if you haven't played Tales of Arise yet, I would recommend it. The next game is Sandland. Now this is a unique open world action RPG where you'll be taking on the role of a demon prince as you pilot tanks and mechs and journey through a vast apocalyptic desert world as you try and go on a journey to save the remaining humans after the apocalypse. And as you're doing this, you'll be on a quest to hopefully restore the world to its former glory. Now the overall story is based around the anime and manga created by Akira Toriyama, so the art style and story really stand out, and you'll probably recognize some similar character designs to the Dragon Ball series. And I think the game really stands out with its engaging story, but also its addictive gameplay. And so you'll be battling it out through action combat as you pilot these different mechs and tanks, but you'll also be able to utilize hand-to-hand combat with enemies as well. You'll spend most of your time exploring the land, hunting down treasure and items to upgrade your mechs, and unravel the story as you explore. I think if you like open world action RPGs, this one's a must play as well. The next game is Fable Anniversary. Now this is a third-person action RPG set in a fantasy world, and it's a remaster of the original Fable RPG with several quality of life enhancements like HD graphics, faster loading time, the included DLC, and much more. And so you'll take control of your character as they become part of a heroes guild, and you'll go on to various quests throughout the land. And each one of these quests really give you the option to lean towards either good or evil. And so you'll be able to build out your character around this concept, choosing to either save the land or become part of the evil destroying it. And so there's a large main quest to tackle, but several side quests and mini games you can take on as well. Things like gambling, fishing, and even a relationship aspect where you can find someone to marry. And it also has a unique twist where every time you use your experience to learn new skills with your character, it actually makes you older. And so if you like action RPGs, I would recommend checking this one out as well. The final game on today's list is Gloomhaven. Now, this is a dungeon crawler RPG set in a fantasy world that's based on a super popular board game. And you'll play as a party of mercenaries, each with their own unique set of goals as they explore the city of Gloomhaven and nearby areas as they dive into dungeons, take on quests, hunt monsters, and to further unravel the hidden secrets behind the mysterious Gloomhaven city. Now, the gameplay features tactical combat as well as some deck building mechanics where you'll need to activate your abilities and moves for your heroes using different cards as you maneuver them around a grid-based environment throughout the different dungeons. You'll be able to level up your characters, find better equipment and gear, and even unlock new characters along the way. Again, I think if you like tactical dungeon crawling style combat and a board game like feel, you'll like this game as well. Well, again, that wraps up today's video of 10 more games worth buying in this latest Steam sale. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you played any of these games before? Are you going to pick any of them up now that you know that they're on sale? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel.
And another really cool way you can help support the channel is we actually partnered with a game store, Nutmeg Games. So if you like board games, Pokemon cards, Magic cards, and more, be sure to head to nutmeggames.com/nerdproblemsgaming and use our promo code nerdproblemsgaming at checkout. You'll get 10% off your order and help support the channel at the same time. So if you want to take advantage of those great deals, be sure to head there as well.
And if you like videos like this on video games, board games, and everything nerdy, check out one of our other videos here. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new nerd videos we put out. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.